Welcome back to my DDPY journey. I hope you all are well. So I'm all done with week 5, but I'm only on week 4 of Beginner 2.0 workout program. So this has been confusing. I did the chair force the first week, started the official Beginner 2.0 the week after. So technically it's my 5th week, but only my 4th week of the beginner program. So from now on, so I don't get confused anymore, and hopefully you don't either, I'm just going to call this week 4. Even though it's my full week 5, even though my last video I said it was week 4, I'd only done 3 weeks of the Beginner 2.0 program. So now that we're all on the same page, it's week 4. I'm a full month into the Beginner 2.0 program. So now how am I doing? How's my weight? How's my measurements? How's my calorie count? Well, I weighed myself pre-workout, pre-breakfast yesterday, and I came in at 206 pounds at that particular time. I was down 5 pounds from when I started the program. I say at that particular time because from my previous videos, we talked about how much your weight can fluctuate on a daily, on an hourly basis, depending on what's going on with your body. So at that time, I was down 5 pounds. Hey, I'll take it. Right now, I'm averaging a pound a week. That's perfect. You know, as far as measurements go, they've kind of been up and down. I haven't noticed too much in my belly. I have noticed fluctuations in both my biceps and my calves. Both go up and go down. It could be like the weight thing. It could just depend on the day, or it could be losing a little bit of fat, gaining a little bit of muscle. You never know. I'm not reading too much into it. They are fluctuating a little bit. Something to keep an eye on. We'll see where the trend goes. So this is where I'm at for the week on the leaderboard, for the calorie count, for how much percent of the workout I've done, and how many points I'm up to. Unfortunately, you don't get your first t-shirt until 100,000 points, so I can't wait to get there. I did just get a few more points for uploading pictures and updating my weight, updating my measurements. Even though I do that weekly on the app, I get points for it monthly. So free points, I'll take it every time. I think I mentioned this in at least one of my previous videos, that the app also has a pain scale with a whole lot of different points for you to fill out if you're having specific pain. Well, there was a lot in my back, some in my shoulder, and my hip and my knee. Just a banged up middle-aged guy. But for the first time, I was able to adjust a couple of those numbers down. My hip hurts less, my shoulder hurts less, and even one spot in my back went down. That's pretty amazing. I'll take lower pain over higher pain any day of the week. As I discussed in my last video, going through some things, sometimes I eat my feelings. I'm sure you all can relate. And I continue to do that a little bit this week. Even though I'm down a whole nother couple of pounds from my last weigh-in, I still ate a lot of junk food, but I still ate oatmeal, I still ate salads, but I ate more food overall than I typically do. And I'm still down. That tells me that my metabolism has fired up, just like I speculated in my last video. I said I could feel it. And after working out some days, yeah, I can feel it. I had previously mentioned that when I was in broken table, that it felt like my thigh and leg was going to cramp. And I wanted to push it, but not push it too much to where it did develop a cramp, because cramps just suck. I apparently had pushed through this, because now when I'm in broken table, it doesn't feel like I'm going to cramp at all. I can feel a stretch. Occasionally it verges on the feeling of a cramp, but nothing like it was when I first started. My quads are getting a heck of a workout, but for the first time ever, it feels like I have a calf muscle in the back. That's cool. That's never been defined on my leg before, so I'll take that too. So what am I working on this week? I can tell you this, my lunge balance still needs work. It's still so hard to do some of this stuff in full lunge, but every time I feel like I'm gonna fall and I don't, I know it's working my core. So that's a plus. My lunge still needs help though. So what are my wins this week? After looking at my before and after pictures, I haven't noticed too much difference in my stomach area. My shoulders almost look broader, but the biggest difference has been my flexibility. Both seated and standing, bending over to touch your toes, or sitting to touch your toes. From my first pictures to my last pictures, it looks like I've almost gained multiple inches in how much I can stretch. That's just over 4 weeks of the beginner program. One other thing I've noticed is that I've only worked up an actual sweat, I think, twice. I've done 38 now, I believe, workouts. I'm dropping weight, I'm not lifting, and I haven't even really sweat yet. But my muscles are on fire, I'm out of breath, and I know that I've had a workout. This is all new to me, this is all kind of weird to me, but I'm sure if I know DDP, we'll get to sweating here really soon. I think that's about all I got for updates this week, guys. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you next week.